and then be ready for classes, to start on Monday. And I understand we're competing against a barbecue. One thing that they may not know, I'm sure you don't know, is that I love barbecues. I love doing it myself as well too. So when I hear barbecue, I want to take off my shirt or my tie, my jacket, and go out there as well too, because it's nothing like a good barbecue as well. But I'm excited that you're here. It's really amazing what's happening in our field, in both in library and information science. There's just so many changes that are happening from the public libraries, the libraries in schools, the academic libraries, specialized libraries, the significant changes in our museums, and then more broadly, just how information is being used in organizations all across the board. And what's great about being here at SLIS is that our school is built on a very long heritage that really comes out of the founding of the whole university itself, out of truth and service. And our faculty members that are here have really been leading the charge to really make sure that students like you are the best prepared to go out into the field and to work on the front lines of providing and serving the information needs in our communities across the world in various ways. We've got a really great group of faculty that are here. We're a small team, but a powerful team. They wear multiple hats in the variety of courses that they teach and in the service that they provide to our school. But we do this all in the name of truth and service, because we really understand that there's so many great needs out there in our communities. We've got people that that just pour into libraries, just looking for information about jobs or dealing with healthcare, or dealing with their family, and things like that. We're in an election cycle, if you haven't heard, and it's a contentious election cycle as well, both at the federal level, then at various state levels as well. And we also know North Carolina is really embroiled in some very important political issues. That drives people out to go get more information, to understand what are the issues. How can I be engaged in my community around elections, or how can I be part of deliberation about decisions about school districts, or whatever your local governments might be thinking about, and so forth. And then when we look in organizations, increasingly we're seeing how the internet is being used as a way of reaching out and serving and providing services and so forth. And it's amazing to see how we live our life now with these small devices. These mobile phones are, they're so powerful, and yet they are, like mine is tethered to me. And it's, but now we've got to figure out how do we reach people that, where we're using these devices as our primary mode of communication. And think about the diversity of uses as well too, because Dr. Morgan has the video running, I guess FaceTime or something running back there, and so we're connected to possibly some folks out on the internet as we speak, right here, with this device in our pocket. And so our world is changing in how we access information and use information, store it, share it as well. And we're empowering each other by the way in which we all contribute through social media and things like that. So our job here at the school is help you to be the best, so that when you go out and you may be currently working in an information-related area, or transitioning to have a greater leadership role in this area, we want you to go out and be the best. We want you to go out and really make a difference, to really transform how the organizations in which you work are doing this, and serving the community and the public with information, to really help people with their needs and so forth. But we want to do it with kind of a North Carolina Central style, and in the very much in the vein of truth and service, and really trying to reach all people everywhere, regardless of what their needs are and so forth. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be working together as a group, as a family, as a team, as a community to do this, so that you all graduate and land awesome and great jobs, and you'll be connected to our school for the rest of your life as well, because we certainly believe in forming a lifelong relationship with you as well. And so and it's very important to really understand what that means. My own personal story is that I've got two very strong connections to North Carolina Central and to SLIS. The first was back in 1935. And my grandmother, my mother's mother, I called her Nana, this is where she graduated from. So she was actually from Roxborough. My grandfather was from just right outside Roxborough in Person County. And she came to school here. And she earned a degree in English and French while she was here. And so this school has always been a very important legacy, with my family as well. The second connection is that my family, although they're from here, in the mid-60s, there was a real push by corporations around the world to come to HBCUs and so forth. So my dad and mom, they graduated from A&T, so they, but the story is that my dad was a chemist, got a job with a chemical company in Michigan, and so we moved. I was just being born as we moved there, and that's where we grew up. But in the town that we lived in, there were other families that came out of different schools in North Carolina, and A&T and North Carolina Central were the key drivers. So I grew up with this constant battle between the Aggies and the Eagles in little old Midland, Michigan, about 700 miles away from here, as well, because they had strong alumni associations and so forth that formed. And one of the families, although we're not blood related, we grew up as they were our aunt and uncle. So my play aunt, Octavia Cavey, actually graduated here in 1974, and she was the first African American librarian to work for the Dow Chemical Company in Midland, Michigan. And she retired as the chief of that part of the organization of information and resource and knowledge management for Dow Chemical. And she just retired a few years ago as well too. And so she was the one that when I was young, I had this real interest in computers and information, would always say, you ought to be a librarian. And I was like, what do you mean? What does that really mean? She says, it's not about, the books on the shelves. It's about how we handle, process, share, curate, leverage the use of information. And, she said, she'd always say to me, information is used everywhere. And those skills are really great. So she set that seed a long, long time ago. As well too. So I have a couple of really strong connections here, to the program. And so anyway, so I'm really proud to be here, part of the faculty, and also serve in the role as a dean, to really do what we can to make sure you all have these skills. You can go out and just cover the world globally in trying to do this. So anyway, I just want to just welcome you and just thank you all for being here. And to get started, why don't we just do some quick introductions of our faculty, in our team members, so everybody gets to know the folks that you'll be seeing on a regular daily basis as well. So I want to start here with Dr. Rowan.
Professor Patrick Rowan. Actually, I'm an assistant professor. I'm the newest faculty member here. Just briefly, my background, I have a law degree from University of Georgia. I got my PhD in Library and Information Science in South Carolina at USC. And I also have the MLIS and a chemistry degree. And I worked as a lawyer for several years before I decided to go back and pursue librarianship. And so I teach mainly the reference courses here.
Great, thank you. Dr. Swain?
Yes, I'm Dr. Swain, and have met some of y'all through your applications in the admissions committee with my co-chair here and all, Chad Morgan. I teach in the MIS program and have been bringing on health informatics as one of our concentrations, but also work in strategic information management and teach expert systems that I hope librarians will consider taking too, as well as metadata. And I just welcome you, and it's so exciting now to see faces that go with the names. Some I've had the chance to see before. You're a great class. You all have wonderful skills and things to offer, and we'll be working hard in both MIS and MLS to make sure we offer the courses you need and the interdisciplinary inspirations that drive us all today. Welcome.
Hi.
You gotta do a selfie, right?
I don't feel super. Okay. Hey, I'm Jon Morgan. I'm the distance education coordinator. I assume most of y'all are on-campus students, but we do allow on-campus students to also take distance education classes. If you have any questions or issues with the technology or any of the classes, I invite you to ask me about it, either via email or my phone, which I keep with me at all times. Anyway, I teach resources and services courses, some research methods sometimes when Dr. Malosh allows me to. And it's a joke, he's a good guy, he'll allow me to. And my research interests today mostly focus on library workforce issues, and specifically librarian and information worker job satisfaction. So welcome to all of you. I look forward to working with you all. This is extremely gratifying work, and I'm glad you're here.
Dr. Yuli.
My name is Eunyoung Yuli. I'm an associate professor here. This is my 12th year. I came originally from South Korea, Seoul. So if you young people know about the K-pops and Korean drama, I'm familiar with the Korean drama, not much about the K-pops. Maybe you can teach me. I'm a faculty advisor for academic librarianship and digital librarianship. The digital librarianship, actually, I have started in 2006, early in my career here, and that concentration is still evolving. So we've been adding new courses and maybe new program like a postmaster certificate soon implemented. So if you are interested in that area, I would always encourage that you don't have to pursue just one concentration. You can do dual concentration, and you can do academic librarianship and the digital library together, and that will expand your marketability later. Thank you all.
Good, and then we'll go and, so like I said, once you are in our program, you are part of our program for life. And our key is the president of our Alumni Association as well too.
Hello, everyone. I've met a few faces earlier today, early this morning. But my name is Jamila Scott Branch. Stan, okay. My name is Jamila Scott Branch. I am the head reference librarian here at Shepard Library, in addition to the president of the Alumni Association. So we are going to be planning a lot of events for you during the year, professional development events, things that will help you get a competitive edge. So definitely want you guys to be involved in that and help us plan events that you think will be helpful for your careers. But any further ado, I'll pass on to the next person.
Thanks. And then, Deb, why don't you introduce yourself? It's the second year, but he also helps run the library.
Hello, everybody. My name is Vaughn Harris. I'm an MLS student, second year, like I said. Right now, currently, I am the only graduate assistant in the library right now, but we're going through a transition phase. So if anybody's interested in just seeing a library or possibly working, I definitely don't mind working with you. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, we actually, after we finish today, we could open the doors and just do quick tours over there as well too. That'd be great. And then this is Ms. Bailey.
Hi, I'm Keandra Bailey. I'm pretty sure I've talked to all of you before. I'm the Dean's Executive Assistant, so if you need anything from him, I'm usually your first line of defense.
Good. And then, I can't pronounce your name again.
Hafsa.
Hafsa, that's right, Hafsa. So I met Hafsa just the other day. We sat next to each other. She
Yes.
said, I work at the library. I said, I do too. She goes, I know you do. So I saw your picture, but.
Yes, thank you. I'm instruction librarian coordinator downstairs. So when you guys need a class, your professor can request the class and we can do presentation. We can also do a lot of one-on-one consultation. If you are looking at a research paper, we can have library open all 7 days, and we have an evening reference librarian on the duty until Sunday to Thursday until 10 p.m. So if you cannot have a chance to come downstairs, you can come in the evening. And anything else, if you're not finding it upstairs, downstairs, any library, we can do interlibrary loan. You have access from Duke, UNC, State Library as well, and we can help you all your needs to whatever you need.
Thank you. And then Dr. Malosh right here in the middle.
Yes, my name is Dr. Malosh. I've got degrees from Canada because I'm Canadian. And my doctorate from Australia because I lived in Australia for 23 years. Australia, actually, just after I got to master's degree, that's when most of my professional experience as a librarian was. I was in Australia, I worked in public libraries, college libraries, eventually in university libraries, as a subject librarian. And became an academic there by doing an exchange for a library for a week. And that's how I got into reading. Was invited to come back to Buffalo about 7 years ago, and came here from Buffalo. So it's this career has taken me around the world. I teach research methods here, and I teach special libraries. Anyone who's interested in special libraries, it's a very good course. It reflects almost any interest that you could have, because special libraries are all about the business and they serve. They serve anything from government agencies, to education, to art, to business, to health. So special libraries are something you probably should consider. I'm looking for a research assistant, I might say, so if any of you are interested in working with me, I'd like to talk to you a little bit later. And I'll take resumes from you. I'd love to see if we can get a research, if I can get a research assistant like this. I'm not sure if the research office is going to have a research assistant, but if it is, there might be another one there. And there's certainly ones in the library, as we mentioned, as well as other academic school. Again, welcome. If you have any questions for me, again, I am an advisor for special libraries, and I'm an advisor for the archives student.
Good. And I've got Dr. Peterson.
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Dr. Peterson. I'm an associate faculty member. I teach mostly on the MIS side, though I also teach. I does teach, yeah. I talk to
You
it
teach
too.
English? He teaches our English and writing class.
Yeah, English spoken is a native.
Make sure you spell check after talking to
him. Reboot. I'm mostly on the MIS faculty, though I do teach an LS class. I teach 5245, Health Sciences References. I'm also the department's webmaster, which is why I'm now playing with the big computer, because as Dr. Malosh mentioned, we are hiring GRAs, and if I may. I have now placed the link and the announcement. One moment, please. Come on, not about that.
I love this smart board. It feels like the weather person on steroids. And see, we believe in this lifelong learning, even when they start as small as a
That's
baby.
right.
They're the diapers.
When I came
Future
here,
librarian right
I
there,
had a
future
baby
information
just like
leader.
that. We got in the car, I got the call, my son was born on Easter Sunday on 2007, and on Monday morning, the former associate dean called and said, would you like to come to NCCU? And I said yes, and so we packed a newborn baby and a couple of cats, and we moved across the country to a place we'd never been before. And now my career and my son are the same age, 9. This is my other baby. This is the department website. I hope you've seen it by now. It is the official, unofficial mouthpiece of the organization. As I said, we have a very limited number of graduate assistantships. If you are coming to classes on campus, you are enrolled full-time, and you are not a conditional student, you're fully admitted, then you are eligible for a 20-hour-a-week job that pays about $12.50 an hour, assuming that you have the qualifications and you find somebody you want to work with and all of that sort of thing. The other thing that it is very important that I point out to you is, on the main page, you will find a link here at the bottom under the Twitter link that says SLIS Student Email Group. If you click that, it will take you to a Yahoo page. Please provide a non-NCCU email so that we can get in touch with you in the event of. It is the way that we also, the listserv is the way that we announce, I have to log in, but here you go. Yeah, join group. Pretty easy, big purple button. Click it, do the thing. We announce events, opportunities, speakers, stuff, All of that may or may not come through this as opposed to an official NCCU channel. So please, as soon as you are able, click the big blue button and get yourself plugged into the communication stream. I think that's all I have to say for now, so thank you very much. It's a pleasure to see you. I look forward to meeting all of you. Welcome to the program. You've made a good life decision.
Can I just clarifying question?
Please.
You said a non-NCCU address. Can you tell why, for all of us to understand why?
Because occasionally, actually, you know, NCCU email address is also good, but sometimes the NCCU system goes down. So for example, if there's a weather event, as very often happens in the spring, we may need to get a communication out to you quickly. The NCCU address is also good. You may want to sign up on both. I find myself backpedaling now that you've asked me that question.
Sorry.
Swain?
Well, I think it originally started, it's a Yahoo list, and there was a lot of reason to not use your NCCU email. It would just work better with Gmail, and
Now it seems to be
those,
okay.
those were some of the reasons.
So let me restate.
Yeah, use either.
Sign up.
Both.
Use an email address, okay? Use more than one if you feel like it. Dr.
Okay.
Gant?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, your attention, and welcome to me being confusing.
All right, great. And then let's meet you all quickly. We just go around the room and just introduce yourself. And I should say, you all are actually part of a class of 74, 75 students, including our online students and other on-campus students who aren't able to be here. We did last night we did an orientation online, and we had a number of the online students there as well, and able to reach them as well. So, but I really like to get to know everybody and so forth. So why don't you just do a quick introduction? Tell us quickly about yourself, where you're from, and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Alvin Phillips. I'm from Philadelphia. I've been in Raleigh in North Carolina for about 5 years. I graduated from Shaw University.
Good.
And that's it.
Good, thank you.
My name is Nala Garrett. I graduated from East Carolina University, Clinical Laboratory Science. I'm also a registered nurse.
Okay.
I've been in North Carolina for about 10 years now. I'm originally from Macon, Georgia.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you.
And not to, because I'll be y'all's advisor,
Uh-huh.
Alvin will be in the Strategic Information Management with MIS, and Novice is in our Health Informatics program, as well as I think also Michelle.
Thank you for that. My name is Michelle Brown. I graduated from the University of North Carolina in Greensboro with a major in psychology. I also have background in bio work, clean room, counting, aseptic cleaning, things like that.
Good, good.
That's a little bit about me.
Good, thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Kimbrough. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. So I graduated from University of North Carolina at Charlotte with an English degree. And a love for children's literature, so I thought this was the natural fit.
Nice.
And I grew up with all the principals I ever had, being librarian, everything. So it's a love for me. So.
Good, thank you. Good.
Jeff McGill, I'm a native of Gastonia. I have lived and worked in Winston-Salem for the last 33 years. Graduated from Wake Forest University 33 years ago. Worked in freelance photography and television news. And 12 years ago, wound up at the O'Kelly Library in Winston-Salem State, where the director is an alumnus of this institution. She just retired, but not before I got a letter of recommendation to come here.
Nice.
And so now I'm going to study digital librarianship and hopefully help our archives and prepare myself to do a better job of working in libraries.
Good, great. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Brianna Daniel. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I went to a private liberal arts college and called, Oglethorpe University. I double majored in political science and communication and rhetoric studies.
Good.
And I did it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My name is Deja Hagel. I am from Ohio. I went to Virginia State University. I have only lived in North Carolina 2 years, and I'm really happy to be here. A small secret that is no longer a secret, I don't like to read.
Okay.
But the reason why I want to be a librarian is because I didn't like to read as a child, and it was just, the only reason why I found a love for education was because my father took me to libraries all the time, and I found it to be actually a safe space, even though it's filled with things I did not like to do.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up having like this bittersweet relationship with libraries.
That's good. That's good.
My name is Carrie. I live in Morrisville, North Carolina. I'm actually from Oregon though. And I graduated from UNCG, majored in humanities with a minor in anthropology and thinking special collections for concentration.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Latasha Jones. I am from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I graduated from East Carolina with a double major in English, political science, got a master's for East Carolina in creative writing and technical writing. I worked in the academic library, the music library on campus at NCCU, and the health sciences library. I also worked as a technical writer for a while doing federal proposals and grants. I currently work at Fayetteville State. I was in Chestnut Library there for 4 years. I just signed a contract yesterday to be an English lecturer in the English department, and that starts on Tuesday of this coming week. And I am in digital and academic librarianship. I'm happy to be here.
Good, thank you.
All right. My name is Daniel Krigo. I'm originally from Ethiopia. I think I'm the only foreigner in this room.
You got a Canadian and somebody from South Korea.
Yeah, I used to be. All right. I'm not the only person now.
We're global. We're global.
And we hope you get
He's from New Mexico. I don't know.
So New Mexico is the foreign.
And Daniel, I hope you get to meet our Dr. Abdullahi, who's originally from Ethiopia.
Yes,
also, I believe I've introduced you.
Yes. Yeah, I've been here for 2.5 years, and I've been in North Carolina. I used to live in Morrisville, now in Durham. And back home, I used to be a DBA for Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. They have a project there. And here I've been involved in different kind of things because I couldn't get a chance to work as a DBA, and now I'm working as a PLC programmer for digital devices.
Good.
And a friend of mine advised me to join this campus, and I contact Dr. Debra Swan, and she told me everything about this, and I have a bright future that I will be a DBA again.
You will. That's right.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. That's good. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Guilford. I'm from Asheville. I graduated from App State with marketing and Spanish, and I'm really excited to go learn how to be a public librarian.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Verica Mastilovic Jovanovic, and I'm from Serbia. It's a little country in the middle of Europe. This used to be Yugoslavia, much bigger, but we separate now, extend of one, we have 6. So I came 3.5 years ago. I came here in America, and with almost not knowing any English, and I started to study English. And I graduated University of Novi Sad Science, actually mathematics. So I decided to do something information sciences.
Good. Thank you. Good. We've got a lot of global reach here. Oh, and then we got a 2-for-1 back here in the room. That's so awesome. That baby she's adorable. How old is she?
She's 3 months old.
3 months? Wow, she's adorable.
Hello, my name's Miranda Leslie. This is Viola, and she's from North Carolina. I'm from Connecticut, and I moved here about 2 years ago. I wanted to come back to school, but at the time, I couldn't talk myself into doing it. But after she came along, I was like, it's time to get started. So here we are.
Good. It's great. It's great to see that as well, because we got to think it's lifelong learning from the very beginning, forever. Well, thank you and welcome everyone. And just as by way of introduction myself too, I was formerly a faculty member at the University of Illinois, and my background is in information systems as well, and been doing a lot of work lately on broadband. Anything related to broadband. from building one of the nation's first gigabit broadband networks. But I do this work really around to really enhance digital inclusion, in trying to create more access, improve digital literacy, and then helping develop applications that really make things better for folks as well too. So anyway, I'm glad everyone is here, and so with that, I want to turn it over to Dr. Chad Morgan, who will walk through.
I've actually handed it off to Professor Swain.
Okay, all right, good. And then just real quick, there's food. If you can we just take a minute, just a pause? Because I'm actually kind of hungry. I had some raisin bran this morning. Do you guys want to grab a sandwich or anything? Just we take a quick couple minutes, just stand up, stretch, and if you want to grab some refreshments. Why don't we do that? Just give me a couple minutes to do that. Okay. Yeah, help yourself.